loving audience. I'm Scarlett, and I'm here to deliver a collective reading. So, the other day, I did a reading where it said that emotions would start kicking up, and I think I really underestimated that because yesterday was really intense. And I don't know about you, but I was feeling everything. And I just think it was interesting that the reading was accurate on that point. Like there was such a clear distinction between feeling and thinking. And then all the feels came and it was just quite fascinating, I guess. So I hope anybody who experienced that wave really overcame it and feel a lot better. As for today's reading, I don't have a question. I think that's my usual at this point, is not having a question in mind. And just kind of seeing what pops up. Because I like surprises. And also, I have an oracle deck with me today. I've never used oracle cards in any of my videos, and I just thought it would be fun to try something new. These are the Animal Spirit oracle cards by Kim Krans. They're really popular with good reason. So I'm going to pull one of those probably at the end of this reading. But as for now, it's time to pull. So I'm gonna shuffle and probably babble away. I'm trying to think of anything else I wanted to share. It just feels like a lot of past wounds are coming up. And I know how tiring that is because it feels like that's all that ever happens within the collective, is just the past popping up to be felt and cleared. Ugh. Sorry, this little strand bugs me. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't look at myself when I'm filming. But anyway, it just feels really kind of exhausting that we have to hear about how the past is going to come up so it can be released, but there's no way around that. That's just the mechanisms of energetic stuff, energetic storms. Okay, I think that's the only tidbit I wanted to babble about. So what kind of message are we ready for today? What's ready to come through? From the deep wells of our collective consciousness and into our conscious consciousness. Okay. Ooh, 6 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 2 of Swords, what the heck, man, and 3 of Pentacles. So much swords. 3 out of 4 is swords. And that tells me that there's just too much mental stimulation happening. It's like this constant back and forth lately between thought and feeling. I don't get it. I don't get this weird polarity that I keep picking up on. Thinking and feeling and thinking and feeling. It's like we don't have time to be centered. I need a clarifier on all these swords too. Clarify the swords, please. So to clarify the swords, we've got Temperance. That's like the most major healing card in the deck, is Temperance. that is yet again a message to just stand still and don't move, but also keep flowing with whatever comes up. Don't pick at it. I keep feeling like we're picking at things. We shouldn't be. Like a thought will come up and we'll just poke at it and try to see what else we can understand about it. And I think it's not time for that. It's not time to sit and ruminate in our thoughts, except to clear them, I guess. Like, sure, they need to play out, but it just feels like we need so much centering. And the thoughts are like a storm, a static storm of energy that keeps appearing. We'll feel fine one minute and then another storm will come that's mental, and we're overanalyzing, and there's just also a weird message about picking battles with people. The Five of Swords is about that. It's that whole game of I need to win so that I can protect myself and my views. I'm getting a message that we don't need to protect our views so strongly. Like, why do we feel threatened? That's a question we can ask. Why do we feel like our beliefs are threatened? I feel like pulling another card based on the Five of Swords. To anybody who watches my videos, you know how much I love clarifiers. I love digging a little deeper into the cards, which is kind of counterintuitive to the message of stop poking, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So Five of Swords. King of Wands, oh man. So for the clarification of Five of Swords, we have King of Wands. And he's not a bad guy, but the King of Wands is very much set in being correct. He's very visionary. He has such a strong sense of vision and such an air of confidence. But in this case, it feels false. It feels like we need to work on confidence, but we're not fully there yet. Like, we know we need confidence, but it has to be genuine or it's not gonna work. We'll just end up looking weak-willed. So confidence is majorly important in this reading, but also we gotta stop overanalyzing and picking at the thoughts that come up. Just let them surface and then let them go. Because also we have Two of Swords, and I don't really know how to take this one particularly today. I'm just gonna kind of feel it out and see what comes up. So she's somebody who feels like she needs a defense, is what I'm seeing. I mean, I always see this in this card, is this need for defense, because not only are her arms crossed, but she's holding weapons. So it's like this sense of who's gonna come at me kind of thing. Like, who can I trust? What can I trust? And I think maybe the message is to not be so defensive. Stop questioning who or what can be trusted so much. Like, it's good to have your wits about you, but also there's just this vibe of overthinking everything, overanalyzing, questioning too much, instead of an organic sense of being. Because temperance is so organic. It's so just the most pure sense of existence is temperance. You see how she's in all the elements and she's not really trying to control the elements. She's making, what kind of motion that she can from them, but there's no sense of control. It's really fascinating and really clear. It's a very clear reading today. So we need to stop poking at the thoughts. Just let them come, let them go. We've done a lot of feeling lately, and we don't need to overanalyze so much that we become untrusting of life. So, oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna pull an oracle card. I almost ended the video there. Okay, so let's see if this oracle card resonates with this reading at all. It might not. Let's see. If this resonates with the reading, I might include oracle cards more at the end as like a flavor. Let's see. Ooh, we got the Swan. There you go. The Swan is very... When I think of a swan, I think of complete fluid motion. It's graceful. There's grace. That's completely accurate. We need to have grace. When something comes up, we flow through it with grace. That's all we have to do. I keep hearing that word too, grace. It's just such a gentle and delicate word. And swans are like that. They really remind me of the fluidity of Temperance. Isn't that amazing? I think that's cool. I don't have the book with me, all these oracle cards, but I like to try to read animal totems just by like trying to look through their eyes. So that's how I read them. So a swan is extremely floaty and graceful, and I think that's the theme of what we need to emulate. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this reading here. Thank you to everybody who watches. I appreciate it majorly, and I will see you sort of soon.